Okay, blind faith can be a powerful thing. But what happens when it's just wrong? Let's get into it.
We're going to look at two stories from the blind Muslim yogi. They're both pretty serious, cautionary tales.
So, our first story is about a woman, now in her late 70s, who followed a guru her whole life. And her guru, he seemed totally legit. He was eloquent, had real authority, and even seemed powerful.
So he gave her a mantra and some daily practices, and she followed them to the letter every single day.
But here's the thing. After 40+ years of practice, she'd made basically no spiritual progress. None.
The narrator, Osman, saw a huge flaw in her practice, but she absolutely refused to change a thing.
And this really gets to the heart of it. The method her guru gave her was just not enough to work.
Okay, now for the second story. This one's a lot more personal. It's about the narrator's own faith. He converted to Islam about 20 years ago. He was drawn in by its promise of absolute certainty. But what he actually found was deep disagreement. Almost every single point was up for debate.
Then he found something that really shook the very foundation of that certainty he was promised. And it all boils down to this one number: 200 years. That's the gap between the life of the prophet and the first actual verifiable written proof of Islam.
Now, this is pretty different from other major religions. It leaves this huge gap filled only by oral traditions.
Even a top Islamic scholar admitted, we're just following what we feel is most likely it.
So, what's the point of all this? Well, these stories show the very real consequences of blind faith.
I mean, people are leaving families, ending marriages, making huge sacrifices based on this stuff.
Now, this isn't about attacking anyone's faith. It's really a call for using your own discernment.
So the big takeaway? We got to analyze things from all sides before we make massive life commitments.
This whole experience led him to simplify these ancient sciences into something that actually works.
Which really just leaves us with one big question to ask ourselves. Whose truth are you following?